Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog, the Week 5 NFL Recap. We're going to be guessing some spreads, doing some eats, and a whole lot more. Thank you for joining us live here on Sunday night. Live, smash a like, sub to the channel if you want to get into the very active chat. Tim, I have one question for you about Week 5.
Sure.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Who's not going to score the first touchdown tonight?
Mac Hollins.
Ooh, I like that one. Coming off a fresh 10-1, Romeo Dubs, no touchdown. Scored 3 in the game.
He did.
Garion, you're back.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
I am having a bad day.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know you're having a good day because all the Jays do is score runs and they're up to nothing. You were at the game last night too, weren't you?
I was. I lost my voice. I think I'm okay. I think everyone can hear me. Yeah, great weekend. Very fun weekend.
How was the atmosphere? It's the first time in a while I have missed living in the city. Like not that I probably wouldn't even went to the game, but I would have went out to watch the game.
Yeah.
And the last time I remember like vibes like that, where even like the Raptors playoff run when they won the NBA championship, like the city was alive for like a month. Like every night you would go out, people were pumped, people were happy. It was just a great time to be in the city. I assume it's like that right now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's quite reached like Raptors level yet. That I remember, like even them just making the finals that night was a party, and people were out till like 6, 7 in the morning. Last night it was a little odd actually, because last night was like Nuit Blanche, and I was kind of expecting more of like a, man, the city's alive, everyone's vibing. There were a lot of Jays jerseys out, don't get me wrong, but yeah, haven't quite reached Raptors level yet. I do think if they beat the Yankees in the series, there will be some very, very fun bars that night. And
look, if the Tigers continue to win, next door rivals, then you know
no,
be able to go down to Detroit in the ALCS if that were to be the case.
I actually had to check your Twitter feed today when the Yankees started to score runs, and I was like, what did he do?
Nothing.
So I don't want to hear anything.
So the Titans have officially come back and won this game.
Good
I mentioned
Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Survivor if you didn't take Arizona. Well, you're out. You took the Rams. Jeff's out. He took the Rams. Almost got bounced like on a tie. They went from, what does this say, 98.8% win probability to losing the game.
Yeah, well, 1.7% of the time somebody will fumble as they cross the goal line.
And then
they'll have a multiple fumble back and forth where their receiver is able to land on the ball for a touchdown. So what, 1% of the time that happens?
I mean, there was one game, Garion, against the spread that I had a lot of money on today. Guess which one it was?
Gonna guess it was Arizona.
It was Arizona. They were, up 21-3 with a touchdown to go up 28-6 to bury the game.
Yeah.
How do you do that 2 weeks in a row? You like the only highlights you probably see all week is A.D. Mitchell doing this across the goal line. What do you decide to do? Exact same fucking thing.
And in A.D. Mitchell's defense, he wasn't celebrating.
No, he just
dropped it.
He suffers from Breece Hall syndrome, as someone pointed out to me. They just grease up his arms with Pam before every single drive, just to make it a little bit more difficult to hold on to the ball.
The great winner today is the Jets, because now they're the solo 0-5 team, and they are now in square position for Sellers, first overall.
Is Sellers
Okay,
the guy?
Whoa. Because we've done this. Shockingly, we've had the Jets might draft first overall conversation before on this show the last couple of years. Are you willing to say right now you'd be all in on a 0-17 Jet season?
1-16.
Is that good enough?
1-16.
Because you realize in this 1-16, I mean, I guess that one win and then probably their easiest matchup comes either against Carolina or Tennessee, two teams that they play.
Or New Orleans.
If they beat the wrong team, they might lose the tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker is the strength of schedule.
Oh, it's not head-to-head?
No, it's not head-to-head. It's whoever has the weakest strength of schedule gets the higher pick. I want it to be 1-16, and I want 1-16 with a win against the Dolphins. That's what I want.
Okay. I mean, hey, you could toss the Dolphins into that category, though, of teams that might not win another game this season.
Yeah, they did just lose to the Panthers.
That was rough. The Panthers are such a weird team because either they're absolutely the worst or like they're a little bit respectable.
I don't understand what happened in the second half of that. I assume you probably watched a bunch of that, Garion, before the Blue Jays came on. We were here with Tim Butts watching. It was the Darren Waller show in the first half. The moment we stopped streaming Red Zone, which we were doing live every Sunday now till halftime of the first games, we were killing it. Dolphins were everywhere. We got off that stream, and all of a sudden, no more Waller catches, and Miami couldn't do anything. They had the one long Waddle touchdown. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. First and foremost, they just cannot stop the run. Like what Rico Dowdle did today was hilarious. And the fact he did it, I believe, I can't remember the guy's name, it was like Christensen or something, but like Carolina was starting a guard on the right side for the first time, and he just was just embarrassing and bullying people. So yeah, that was mainly the issue. I mean, there was a amazing Bryce Young play where they had a 4th and 5,
and he tried to call timeout.
Well, there was that one. No, he had one where I can't remember what it was. I think it was like 17-3 or 17. I don't know, but they were going for it on 4th and 5 from midfield, and he got flushed out. Was about to absolutely be crushed by 3 Dolphins defenders, and found Tet McMillan, and McMillan made an amazing catch too. And from that point on, they just really never looked back. Had complete control of the game. I don't know. Like, you're going to look at Tua's box scores, Tua defenders, they'll be like, oh, he had a great game. I don't know, man. Like, last drive of the game, like Jalen Waddle wide open in the slot overthrows him. Like, Waddle literally has to play cornerback to prevent it from being intercepted. He just can't. There was a moment where, I mean, they had the, I don't know if you guys ever got the audio on that game, or if you guys are aware of like the Charlotte Hornets home broadcasts from the NBA where the guy who called the game, Eric Collins, he just goes crazy. Like he's Gus Johnson on steroids. And there was a moment where Tua escaped the pocket on like a 3rd and 3, and his voice was raising like Tua was about to scramble for a first down, and Tua slid like 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Jared, the food has arrived. If you want to leave us up for a second and go grab that. There was 2 major turning points, DeMercado being one of them.
Oh.
Dropping the touchdown to ice the game, and now, of course, they're out, and they lose the game to the awful Titans. Cam Ward made a really nice throw. To where it was when we were walking in, I was streaming it on my phone to Calvin Ridley to win that game. Like they were down 2, they came back and won it because Arizona seemed like they had no incentive to get a first down when they had the ball to try to win the game. They're like, Titans can't do anything unless we give it to them. Turned out that wasn't the case. The other one was the Quentin Johnston fumble in the Washington game, followed by the running into the kicker. The game flipped. It was over. Completely
flipped. The Chargers were flat from there on out because Ladd McConkey had the touchdown taken off the board, and then right away they had a 50-yard pass to the good McCaffrey, Luke McCaffrey, and next thing you know, boom, the game was over.
They also had that Herbert, I guess if there is a knock on Justin Herbert, it's that he throws the ball too hard sometimes on that 4th and 2 where I can't remember which tight end it was, but it just went right through his hands because Justin Herbert threw it 117 miles an hour. Great interception on the goal line too by Washington.
Yeah, it was sort of a deflection. You didn't see it live. You didn't notice a deflection, but then on the replays, that was a bad one. That was a bad deflection. Of course, then the Seahawks lost the game.
Do you know
on
who
a deflection?
Tim mentions to me, turns to me because he's looking for constant victory laps on Sam Darnold. Turns to me and says, Sam Darnold should probably be second in the MVP voting. Instant pick to lose the game.
Gee, I mean, that was a weird one too. He skipped it off a guy's helmet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his fault, by the way, for throw. It's not like the defensive lineman got his hands up and it got tipped. He threw it at his head and it bounced up.
That's true.
What a way. So Herbert was second in MVP odds coming into the day. Allen's like even money to be the MVP right now. He doesn't even have to have a good season, it seems like. The Bills just need to keep winning random games, and he'll end up being the MVP through osmosis. But it's probably Baker number 2 right now.
Or Daniel Jones, I guess.
It could be Daniel Jones, yeah.
I feel like when people look at that team, they're thinking Jonathan Taylor's he's probably the offensive player of the year right now. And usually when that happens, they don't give even when we were looking at the Sam Darnold odds, I think he was 17th in odds coming into the day, which is too low, obviously, with the way that he's playing. But all that tells me is that they're giving credit to the defense, to Mike McDonald. They're not putting it on Sam Darnold. They're putting it on the infrastructure. That's why everyone else is
Which is so frustrating because, it'll be forgotten now because Seattle lost. But McDonald, when it was 28-28 with 2.5 minutes left, rather than take a field goal to go up 3, 4th and 2, put the ball in Darnold's hand, who threw a fantastic pass that resulted in the touchdown. And I was like, okay, he's actually showing some trust in this offense, but that all gets washed away because the Buccaneers scored 10 points.
I guess the question, Gary, and is Tampa Bay a real team? Because it felt like they were slightly better than the team that they've been the past 2 years, that when they get to the playoffs, like maybe they'll get a win, maybe they'll lose to Washington in round 1. Like they're just that level of team. But they're doing this now with like down 2 O linemen, down 2 D linemen, corners are out. Mike Evans isn't playing. They're just getting Godwin back. No Bucky Irving today. Like, it's all Baker. He's just, and Egbuka is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing you're always going to have with a Baker-led team is just when is that Baker performance going to happen where you're just hands on head? Like he is the Peyton Manning of Ryan Fitzpatrick's, right? Like
that is great.
He's just that guy. Like he's gonna have a moment where you're like, I don't know why you did that, and it tends to happen in the playoffs. Here's a question for you though, Tim. Speaking of Sam Darnold, would you rather see ghosts like Sam Darnold or dead bodies like Mac Jones?
I forgot about that.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I feel so bad for Sam. I want him to win that game.
Oh, that's so disingenuous.
I did. No. I cheer for former Jets when they leave. I do. Like I'm pro Gino. I'm pro Sam. I'm
pro Sanchez.
My point is, I don't tend to cheer against former Jets when they leave, as long as they don't leave in like really bad circumstances. That was tough.
Someone said that Dak is 50-1 to win MVP.
I mean, he's having a great situation.
If Dallas makes the playoffs, it's on the back of Dak.
Yeah, I mean they're 2-2
and they're an elite defense today.
I mean that.
What a way to say? Is that a hypothetical?
No,
hypothetical win this
nothing
this
but
week?
a loss. We have an inside track to that first pick now.
Yeah, but he'll fuck it up.
Oh,
Is
totally.
this the fastest you've flipped? I honestly think it is.
This is the worst they have been in a while. Like you have to go back to like the days of Kellen Clemens playing quarterback for significant stretches of time to have a Jets team that's just so hopeless. A coaching staff that's brand new who's just terrible in every way. Nothing to hope for. Till we get Sellers, we ruin him.
I'm going to check CoolBet to see if they have better odds right now. CoolBet.com, if you're in Canada, outside of Ontario, you too can follow the PME exclusives tab and follow my losing parlays, which just... So, Cust walked in, and I was sweating. It was a $7,000 swing for me, Garion, on Dylan Gabriel under passing yards for the game.
Oh, no.
Which hit on the Hail Mary, which then got overturned because Minnesota called a timeout, only to see him check down, hit his over passing yards, and end the game at like the 34-yard line for no reason.
Yeah, I knew a couple people with Dylan Gabriel over 18 and a half completions ticket, but I was happy for. I will say I did not know you had that particular bet. That is a bad beat.
I had 3 separate underdog plays going along with it, and I had a 12 teams, 12 leg same game parlay that only needed that to hit. Boom, evaporated immediately. Just one of those days. I'm choosing not to. I got all my anger out at the time.
Yeah, there was some frustration and some justifiable frustration.
It was very upsetting.
Oh, well, we know what's going to be on the Custy ballot next year, so that's fun. Always nice to know nominee early on.
Well, that wasn't really Tim's fault.
I didn't say anything.
I would say the Sam Darnold thing was more of
Aura
Tim's
entered
fault.
the room.
Well, yes, that is true. Bad aura. Everything was going great until you showed up.
Sorry.
Well, it happens.
I got for existing.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's see. NFL, Bills, Patriots, first touchdown. I think 33-1 might be the best number available to me for Mac Hollins' first touchdown here. Let's see here. Mac Hollins, where are you at, Mac Hollins? Yeah, 25-1 is not going to cut it there, pal. 33-1 is the bet. Was it 8-1, 6-1 for anytime touchdown? I should just bet him like second touchdown. Because that actually happened last week too.
Yeah, it did.
Dobbs not only scored the first touchdown, he scored the second touchdown on top of it. So bad beats all around. This happened to me in week 1, and I lost a bunch of money. But then I rebounded and had a very nice week 2.
Yes.
So I'm hoping maybe what I'll do is like triple my bankroll for next week.
Oh, how
and
could
just
you go wrong?
Just go really hard because karma's going to swing back my way.
You can pick against the Jets in London. That seems like a freebie.
Who are they playing in London?
Denver. The world is going to have Denver in Survivor. Who's left standing?
Today was a blow. I mean, it was especially because a lot of people went with you went with the Rams. They got bounced on Thursday night. You said that Kyle Shanahan should be coach of the year.
I think he has been doing the best coaching job of anyone in the NFL. He's got nothing, and that team is 4-1 based on matchsticks. He's doing a fantastic job coaching, and they beat a really good Rams team in LA on Thursday night. I think it's got to be him right now.
I don't dispute that. That's a good take.
I'm trying to think of who it could be. I really enjoyed that the Browns rookies, like this draft class that they had, at least for like a quarter and a half, looked really good. Like Fannin, Gabriel, Judkins is legit awesome.
Yeah.
Like he's been probably Agbuka is the rookie of the year.
He is.
But Judkins is very impressive. He's probably the second most impressive.
I would agree.
He's
all
going to
the
get a
rookies.
chance to win Rookie of the Year, too, because it seems like they are very content to just let him play like 80% of the snaps and get 25 touches a game. Like he's going to have just ridiculous volume numbers by the season's end. And I think Abuka will definitely be like the guy who deserves to have it. But like if he rushes for 1,300 yards, 1,700 scrimmage yards, that's a lot to overcome.
It's going to be tough when Agbuka has 2,000 receiving
It's
yards
very
and 24 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Question: what's a worse beat, Gary? And someone posed this in the chat. What happened to me with Dylan Gabriel or Kathy Bates beats?
Oh my goodness. Don't answer that question.
I mean, which movie are we talking?
Misery.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Titanic.
Primary colors.
She's at least lively in primary colors.
She is, that's true.
Philly couldn't get away with it again.
Nope, they almost did. They
almost-
almost did. They kind of messed up the clock a little bit at the end of the game. They should have had a little bit more time if they had played that out correctly to have a chance to win. And I really think if they had like one or two more cracks at it, they probably, the way they play, they probably would have got it. But like credit to Denver for going for two a little earlier than most teams would, to go up by 18-17 and then holding down. Like, you know what? Denver's playing like really good football. They'd be undefeated if they didn't let the Chargers sort of sneak one out late against them. Like Denver's playing really well. I got to give it to them.
Well, it's funny because they weren't playing. Really,
I don't think they're very good.
Like,
is the thing. I
even
think-
even in that game, they weren't playing very
I
well.
still think Bo Nix is extremely limited as a quarterback.
Well, he just keeps overthrowing open guys down the field.
I don't trust them long term.
That's the answer. That's the obvious answer to the question we just posed that I forgot about. And of course, Tim would not bring it up. Is the other main candidate for Coach of the Year would be Sean Payton.
That's true.
It's certainly, there's an argument. I would have said McDonald was right in there till after today's loss.
Well, I mean, he's still in it.
I mean, you could make the case.
I
in
think
Tampa
Mike
Bay as
McDonald
well.
should get points for how bad the Ravens defense looks too. Like that should matter.
Oh my goodness! Talk about a first coach fired. I mean, I guess they won't let Harbaugh go in the year because you got to give him the year because of all he's done for that franchise.
I would
but
try,
I think he's
I would
gotta
try
go
to
with it.
trade John Harbaugh. How many other teams would
I
be
know.
waiting to scoop him up? The Jets would fire Aaron Glenn tomorrow if John Harbaugh was available.
I
and
would
hire
take him immediately.
I don't know if he would want to go to the Jets.
No, but it does seem like, you know, and sometimes this happens in
Does he have
any
a no
sport.
trade clause?
That just, no matter how great and successful you've been, you just run out your string and there's just nothing left. Unless the Ravens turn this around, it kind of feels like a disaster brewing in Baltimore, like a real disaster.
It is a real disaster. Shout out to Paul, who was in the room with us when we were doing the watch along and bet the Ravens to miss the playoffs at plus 475. Good bet.
Like they're 1-4, and if Lamar doesn't play next week, and there's a real chance that he doesn't, like there could be 1-5, and then what do you do?
Well,
you gotta like win out.
Well, we thought it was interesting looking at the MVP odds. Lamar was still 14-1, Garion, which
Right.
I actually think does make a ton of sense. Like I said to Tim earlier,
There's a scenario where he leads them to the playoffs.
exactly that if you list him at 80-1, all of a sudden everyone bets Lamar at 80-1. He comes back, they're 1-6, then they run the table and they're like the 3 seed. It's like, oh boy,
I guess
he's probably the MVP.
I guess that's
Like you have to hedge against that.
short of Josh Allen getting injured. I don't see Josh Allen not winning right now. Like he's like, I can't remember the last time we have been in a season where somebody was so massively ahead in the MVP that like it seemed short of an injury, it would be impossible to catch him.
I feel like that Jalen Hurts was like a minus 600 favorite to win MVP 2 years ago, and the Lamar just took it from him.
I don't know.
Like he didn't play. He had a bad game in like week 17, then didn't play in week 18. Lamar played all those weeks, and he just took the MVP.
That could be. Just I find it hard to imagine this 5-0 Bills team, which just keeps winning, I think Josh Allen's in great shape. I wish it weren't so in terms of like the way the Bills are playing. I hate to see Buffalo do well. But
I believe this is the first time the Jets have ever started 0-5.
I think it is. And like
Really?
honestly, the worse the better at this point. Because like I really do want Aaron Glenn to go. And
It's been 5 games.
but it's awful. It's just awful.
Well, here's the thing. They have a really shitty team. They have a shitty quarterback. They have
Well,
shitty players. They have like 3 good players.
It's just there's no discipline. Again, penalty after penalty again today. Like they don't demonstrate any capacity of being well coached. It's very frustrating.
I laughed out loud at one point during the Jets game where Alan Lazard made a catch and they posted like a little stat line in the corner where it was like 3 receptions, 28 yards. And I hadn't been watching the whole game. And I was like, oh, that's like a decent day for Alan Lazard, I guess. And then they were like, that's his 3rd catch this season.
Yeah, that's through 5 games. Well, he was a healthy scratch week 1.
He's doing better than Bobo, your guy.
I don't know, man. Like it's
In your
I'm no longer sad. I've moved on to it's early October and my football season is over, and like that's rough. Yeah, it's real rough. Like I got like 14 or 13 more weeks of this, and that's not fun. That's like ugh.
I'm telling you, it's better, man. You don't have to worry about like your team making you sad or anything. You
But like
games, it's great.
They'll end up screwing up draft position, or someone will get hurt, or I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think they're like demonstrably better than Tennessee, but Tennessee has a win. They're clearly better than Carolina or New Orleans, but those teams have wins.
Well, New Orleans won today based on the Giants doing everything in their ability to hand the game to New Orleans.
Jackson Dart has, for 2 games in a row, has really not played that well.
No, he wasn't as bad. Like
you don't like his number 1 play QB option?
No,
QB option and run around in
I
circles.
feel like
but
that only works so many times.
I mean, it was working in that game. They were moving the ball pretty frequently. Then Slayton fumbles. Then Scattaboo fumbles. Then Slayton drops a big bomb before the end of the half. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Then finally Dart threw a terrible pick. But like New Orleans had like 1 big play in that game. That was it. The Shaheed touchdown.
You know things are bad in New York sports when the only football team in New York is wishing good luck to the Blue Jays, not the team in their state who's currently in the playoffs. You know things are bad.
Sense.
It does make sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. But
No,
I
it's
get it,
hilarious. Look, I see both sides of it because I do think it's hilarious when Bills fans tell Jets fans and Giants fans that they're New York's only team. But at the same time, like the Bills just signed like a massive contract with MLSC.
Yeah,
like you don't really have to squint too hard to figure this out.
Jerry, can you turn up Gary into my ear a little bit? I thought he was coming in a bit soft, but I think it's just the, there we go. Now I can hear myself a little bit more too on the real-time echo. You know, Garion, for years, like when you put in the earpiece, like it would be delayed into your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it doesn't delay. It's like real time. I can hear myself in my ear, which is just amazing stuff. Because I once tried to do an entire show with myself reverberating in my ear, saying the things that I had said about a half second after I said them, and I would just like lose my place. Like, who the fuck is talking to me? Like looking around. It's a horrible feeling. This is much better. The Lions continue to roll.
Yep.
They're good. Maybe the Chargers are not the AFC's best team.
Clearly not. Like, I think it's not even debatable at this point.
They have not been the best team in the AFC since you proclaimed them the best team in the AFC.
I'm aware of that. That's concerning that 2 weeks in a row. Now, on the plus side, these are NFC losses. They hurt a lot less than AFC losses, but they're still losses. That's a rough go.
Pat, that was also 5 days ago
What?
that he proclaimed them still the best team in the AFC.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
like,
Tuesday.
you know, I still think they're a really, really good football team in a very, weak AFC, but you got to call it the way you see it. Like, that was a very poor performance after that fumble.
That's one of those games that could go a bunch of different ways, like goal line interception, like I said, 4th and 2 drop pass. I wouldn't say you leave that game and you're like, oh man, I don't know if the Chargers are going to make the playoffs or anything.
No.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of figured after you go, start 3-0 in division, you're 3-0. You got a really great chance to win your division. And now they're like, they're on the back foot a bit. Now they haven't lost any divisional games, and they still have everything in front of them. But still, like that's tough. Those are at least one of those games you should have taken. So,
and with a win tomorrow night, Kansas City's tied for second. I guess the Broncos would be in first.
The Broncos
4-1.
Yeah, the Broncos would be clear of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Going to jolly old London to play your jumbo Jets.
You know who is? We could play the game of who the worst team in football is.
You got here are your nominees for the worst team in football: Tennessee, New Orleans, Miami, the Jets, Carolina. Think it's those 5.
Raiders.
Yeah.
and the Bengals
Probably
without
not the
Burrow.
worst.
Yeah,
The Raiders might be the worst right now.
the Raiders, Bengals. I mean, I like the Browns, but
No,
at least
not the Browns. The Browns are not in that
the
conversation.
Browns do some things
Yeah.
right, unlike these
The
other
Browns
teams.
are far too competent to be in this bucket.
Yeah.
I think right now it might be the Raiders.
The thing is, the Browns could lose to any of those teams.
Or the Titans. I
Is
mean,
the
the
problem.
Titans only won today based on pure and simple fluke. So maybe it's Titans worst, Raiders second worst, Bengals as they are currently constructed third worst, and like the Jets are right behind them.
I just
By the way,
love
those
that
are all AFC teams.
You're selling out for like you want the number one pick so badly, but you're still unwilling to live in a world where the Jets are just the worst team in the NFL.
Well, like they I don't think they are like the worst team. I think they're terrible.
If you
and
had
their
to rank
season's over.
bad Jets teams over the past in this drought of 15 years of not making the playoffs, how bad is this team versus the should have got Lawrence but beat the Rams team?
We're almost that bad. We're like that 2020 team is still worst. This is like second worst, and it has the potential to get to worst. That 2020 team didn't have the playmakers that the Jets have. Didn't have a player anywhere as good as Wilson or Hall. But like we're getting there. We are getting there
Is this a sadder season?
in some ways. We're just wasting two seasons of good players with no hope. And like this is supposed to be the start of a rebuild. And like I think you got to tear it down again.
Anyone believing in the Texans? Because I'm not.
What does believing mean?
Like, are they a playoff team?
no.
I say no.
No, but you know what?
Well, their
think,
defense is legit.
like the AFC is so poor that like that back door is open, and like I still don't trust Indianapolis.
Well, why
So,
not?
like-
Why don't you trust Indianapolis? They have looked good in every game, even like against the bad teams. They are kicking the shit out of them, and against the good teams, they're losing at the.
Because I
wire.
still think Jacksonville and Houston are pretty decent.
Houston
and
has beat the Titans, and they beat whatever the corpse of the Ravens.
I know,
was
but I
today.
just-
like the next 3 weeks they go Seahawks, Niners, Broncos. Like that's probably
a real testing
That's
ground.
probably 0-3 at best, 1-2.
That's a testing ground.
Like
There's
if
no
they
doubt
if
about
they
it.
come out of that 2-1, 3-0, then it's a different conversation. I don't see that happening.
I guess to Tim's point though, like the opening for the seventh best team in the AFC is pretty
available.
wide at the moment. Like let's say that 3 of the best 6 reside in the AFC West. And then you've got the Bills, you've got the Steelers, and the Colts.
That's 16.
The
You still
Jags,
have
the Jags are 3-1.
So I'm
So, like,
saying, like, yeah, of course. Like
Jags
the
are
Jazz
there.
can make a massive statement this week
Broncos have
on
2
Monday Night
losses.
Football, but like
Oh yeah, they do.
Jaguars, Texans still seems kind of like I don't
Patriots.
know. If at the end of the season Houston's better than Jacksonville, I'm not going to be shocked.
No. But to look at it right now, yeah, like if we're going to lock in playoff teams right now, the Bills are in. I'm going to say that the Colts are going to be in, either as a wild card or division winner. I think the Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs are all going to make the playoffs and give AFC North the winner,
And that's probably Pittsburgh.
and that's sick. Let's call it Pittsburgh. I mean, the Bengals are only 2-3.
Yeah, okay.
They're treading. If all 4 of those teams suck,
Yeah.
all 4 of those. What are the Browns' odds to win the division?
Gotta be super long.
Like, is it like 50-1 or
Probably,
something
'cause they have 4
ridiculous
losses
like that? Like,
Because they're 1-4.
yeah, but they still have 2 games. They could beat Pittsburgh twice.
Yeah. But even if you're right, there's only one team coming out of that division as a playoff team.
Yes.
So that
Maybe.
gets you to
I mean,
6.
unless something gets like Lamar comes back next week and Baltimore's fine.
So that gets you to
and
6,
Pittsburgh
and you
makes
need to find a 7th somewhere. The Texans, the Jaguars, the Patriots,
Patriots.
they're all floating in that ether.
Yeah, we don't have the only division that is currently listed for betting odds are the Bills minus 1,600 to be the
Yeah.
To win the AFC
You know, that's why tonight's game is de facto an AFC East playoff game.
clincher game for the Bills.
Clincher game for the Bills.
Like if the Bills lose, they're probably still going to win. They'll be minus 800 favorites
Yeah,
to win
just
the
the
division.
Patriots are a little bit off to the races if they win this game. They keep in touch.
Yeah. At least Bam Knight scored a touchdown at 16-1. That was helpful, Garion.
Yeah. Saw that too. I was like, wow, Bam Knight still in the league. Good for him.
Well, as soon as they ruled out Benson, like I did the first thing I did because they were like, oh yeah, DeMarcado is going to be like the only guy there. It's like, well, he doesn't really run the ball. They don't give it to him near the goal line. They should never give him the fucking ball again,
You
by
really-
the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like,
The
who are
crazy
the
thing
back-
about that play too was watching it in real time. I honestly thought it was going to be the situation where he was slowing down, and I guess he couldn't watch himself in the jumbotron like some guys do. And it seemed like the defender was going to catch up to him and poke the ball out, but he just did it for him.
Yeah,
rough.
stupidness.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It's an epidemic, and we've seen it in the league in the past, where just people play with the ball around the goal line. I don't understand it.
The move should be instead of slowing down near the goal line, run through and treat the back of the end zone like the goal line. Drop the ball there. Just call it there. Then you can do your dance.
Exactly.
Fucking weak. Fortunately, Tim is scouting out the food over there. We're going to get the food all prepped for you, and we are going to guess all of the week 6 spreads after tying 10-10 to 10 last week and then having a Sunday Night Football tie. Interesting stuff right after this. Now that I'm old, I've had to come to the fact that I just don't bounce back the way that I used to. I don't wake up in the morning feeling normal. And now that football season has started, that is absolutely unacceptable. I got work to do in the morning, and I got kids that are waking up. It's no good. But that isn't a problem anymore because I found Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol. The Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic, invented by PhD scientists to tackle the rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for the rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol the first drink of your night. Drink responsibly, and you'll feel the best tomorrow. Go to zbiotics.com/PatMayo to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use Pat Mayo at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund you your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/PatMayo and use the code PatMayo at checkout for 15% off. For over a century, Johnny Walker has shared its bold spirit with the game of golf. Now, crafted with Devereaux Golf, Johnny Walker introduces the Johnny Walker Blue Label-inspired Sunday Golf Bag, elevating the game with sleek design, Blue Label hues, and refined gold accents. Celebrate your hole-in-one with a premium Sunday bag crafted by Devereaux Golf. Submit proof of your achievement to johnnywalker.com/blue-in-1. Please drink responsibly. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Did you know that October 10th is World Mental Health Day? And this year, BetterHelp is shining the spotlight on therapists, people who truly make the world a better place. BetterHelp has quality therapists working according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally, and it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PatMayo. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PatMayo. Coming back on the Pat Mayo experience, the Burger King has arrived here on the table. You've been eyeing it for a solid 3 straight minutes as those ads were playing.
Yes, I was.
Would you like to respond to Grabaka Mex's statement that the Jets are only this bad because they are still hypothetically suffering from a Super Bowl hangover?
Yes, sure. Okay, that's very funny.
Are you trying to look inside the bag or just around the bag, Garion?
No, I'm just trying to get my face back on camera. I thought it'd be a fun.
All right,
fun
well, Cust doesn't know what's in this bag. I think he might have an inclination
I
now.
have an inclination.
Now that he was railing against something all day as we were watching it, so now he has some Burger King for himself. Maybe it's a jack-o'-lantern Whopper. Who knows?
No.
Don't pull it too hard. There's some stuff that can spill in there. See what we got in there. Yeah, the ice cream that you like. You don't have to eat it all, by the way. In the chat, you can see the prompt that is up there right now. We want to get your take on that. Oh, that looks pretty good. It's like a blizzard, but. So what is it? You got a jack-o'-lantern Whopper.
A jack-o'-lantern Whopper.
So what makes it different?
I believe it's an orange bun.
Oh, okay.
And then there's, this must be the monster cheese sticks.
Monster cheese sticks.
Those are probably going to be okay.
Again, you don't have to eat all of them.
with the marinara. What? Oh, I will need a. I don't know that they gave me a spoon.
You got to eat it with your hands.
You mean you need to acquire
No,
me a spoon?
Eat it. Eat it with your hands. The
yeah,
Frosty.
I may need a spoon. Thank you. Okay, I'll try this Whopper.
You try that Whopper. See how it's going.
So is the thought the orange?
Okay,
dye
here's
is
the
gonna
thing. You
taste
can't
different?
open the stuff right next to the microphone. All I can hear is you opening that wrapper.
Nah, that's just high quality ASMR.
That is. We just the entire show of that. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Nuclear waste.
It just has orange coloring in it. I bet you it tastes delicious. It has cheese and Whoppers don't normally have cheese and bacon on it, do they?
Just tastes
That
like
that
a
is the look of
Whopper.
someone who. I'm taking the
Yeah,
tomatoes.
you get
off.
those veggies out of there.
Sorry, I didn't order it without tomatoes for you. Yeah, he was watching commercials about this stuff all day, and he just kept railing on how bad it looked.
So quickly before the review, Pickle Burger 5.5, Wendy's 7.7, Wendy's meal, whatever.
Of misfortune.
Yes. Five Guys hot dog 9.9 should have been a 10. Veggie Delight 6.5. And now the Jack-o'-lantern Whopper. Where are we?
Yeah, I mean, based on his facial expressions and how happy he looks, I'm going to say this is coming in at a quality 9.5 for just the Whopper part of it. As
I'm shocked
Alexandra said.
the veggie got 6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The way he was talking about it on the Monday Night Football broadcast, I thought it was like a 2.
no, 6.5 out of 10.
Is this being judged by the whole meal or just the Whopper? Tim?
I mean, you can just have the Whopper if you want to. You don't have to have the ice cream. It just comes with it. We don't even have a spoon for you unless you drink it. Mainline that stuff right in you. How was the atmosphere at the game, Garion, last night?
That was great. Yeah, people were pumped. I mean, it got a little tense for a while. I had one Yankee fan in my section who was an old man who just kept dancing. So, his vibes were okay. He was dancing even when they were down 10-1.
He's just having a good time?
Having a time. Yeah. Also worth noting, it was like, I'll Americanize this for people. It was like 85 degrees in Toronto yesterday, which for October what's today? October 4th is insane. So everyone was just so happy in general that we were getting a summer day in October. And then, yeah, the Jays just absolutely kicked the butt of the Yankees. It was fantastic.
Are you worried about the next two games in the Bronx?
To an extent. I think Rodon's probably their worst pitcher. Aside from Luis Heel. But I don't know. I mean, Shane Bieber's pretty good. If it gets to game 4, the Jays are running out of bullpen games, so that's interesting. And then you'd have to face Fried again in game 5, but
That wasn't a problem today.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't say worried because again, it's like, how could I be pessimistic about what's just happened? Wow. You housed that.
That was fast. You probably do need a serviette now, don't you?
So again, just to make sure we're all on the same page, literally the only thing separating that from being a Whopper is that they put a little orange dye in the bun.
Correct.
Okay.
And bacon and cheese are on
And
it.
the sesame seeds were black.
Well, sorry.
Republicans over here.
Wait, was that a major difference for you? The color of the sesame seeds?
No, but it's a difference. The cheese sticks are okay. They're not that
Let me
great.
try one of those. Those actually kind of look delicious.
They're okay. Do you want some marinara?
No.
I don't like marinara either.
I can't believe you just held that like a cigarette.
I
That's
was
crazy.
going to say it's the most believable thing I've ever seen that Pat would hold that like a cigarette.
These are okay.
They're cold, so that's not helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very good. I don't really like matzo sticks to begin with.
Oh, I do.
You don't have to eat all of that.
Is the purple just on the outside or is it in the ice cream?
I think it's in there.
This is actually pretty good.
Jared, how does this look to you?
Like just visually?
Yeah.
The-
I think the color combo was nice for Halloween.
The burger looked cool, I thought. What he's eating right now, I don't know about that. I don't know about
oh.
here we go.
Put your,
Oh, you
your
got
tongue on your
brain
roof of your
freeze.
mouth.
Here
Put
we
your
go.
tongue to the roof of your mouth. Like this.
I promised myself I wouldn't do that.
Oh, he went back.
He's going to
finally
town.
cooled off.
You can slow down. Turn this way for a second. Let me see your ear on this side. No, the other side. And someone thought that you had sauce on your ear, but you don't.
Oh God.
You maybe call it quits on the. How is the? I mean, you seem to like it. Is it good? You were dubious about it. Byron's in the chat. He says, "This is the summary of the Jets season right here. You eating this ice cream. So happy that
Why does everything I love hurt me?
Yeah, I mean, the ice cream's actually really good. I have to give. I don't know what flavor it's supposed to be. It's like an Oreo almost.
That sounds great.
It's actually really good.
I was gonna say with the purple in there, it kind of was giving me like Tiger Tail vibes, which you would have loved.
It's Frankenstein vibes.
Tiger Tail is black licorice and
No,
orange.
but just the coloring, all right, man. Just an odd colored ice cream swirl, man. You gotta step back, man.
I like how we've gone from last year eating the MREs where you would burn yourself on all of them. Now anything cold we get instantly makes you It's tough stuff. I like
that
this.
Whopper would also survive probably a year in a bunker.
Not around Tim.
Yeah, not around town.
So, Garion, we have, if you have not been paying attention to Sunday Night Live, we have changed the rules of the game
Okay.
for spreads. What we do now is you guess first every time, but Tim and I have to lock in our picks before you guess.
Oh, okay. I like that.
It makes it a bit more fair. I think. You're just going, huh?
Jared's directing the hell out of this, by the way. It's like just the cut back to Tim, which is eating and quietly killed me.
The thing is, I can't not eat all the meal that I've been served.
You can throw out those awful matzo sticks.
No,
You don't need to. They're not. You said you didn't like them. They're freezing cold. You don't need to eat them.
I'll take those.
But, okay.
You can give them to Jared for afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the rating?
What do you want me to rate?
Well, you can do them individually, and then you can do it as a collective if you'd like.
Okay. The burger is a 9.0.
That's low. For the way that you ate that in what I timed out to be 67 seconds, feel like you liked it a lot.
9.1. Fine. 9.1. Sunday was a solid 9.5.
Really? That was the thing that you were like, this looks terrible.
Yeah, that was really good. The cheese sticks,
I feel like if they were hot, it would be different.
maybe. But right now, cheese sticks, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's kind of the downside to ordering an ice cream in your delivery meal. It's gonna kind of like putting a cooler bag for your matzo sticks.
Do you have any prop leans for Sunday Night
Give
Football?
them their due. It was much better
I
than
do.
it looks on TV.
Hit me.
I wrote some down because I knew this was a new part of the show.
Oh, additionally, code Mayo at Underdog right now gets you if you play a $5 pick'em entry, you instantly win $100 in bonus funds, win or lose that entry. And there is the Boo-tober profit boost, unlimited 30% profit boost of anything you want. You can only wager up to $50 on it though.
And the thing is, people don't know this because they're not in the room. You used to feed me during the day. Now we don't.
That is not. No, hold on. That is not true. I ask you if you want food. You have declined to have food because you're having fast food on this.
Not today. Anyway.
Because
Also,
you have
declare that
refused.
someone else feeds you.
But-
You're
You
a grown man.
have
Just eat food.
refused every
I have.
offer of the food every week. So I didn't even ask you
No,
this week.
I have. But my point is, I'm extremely hungry when we're coming on this show. So if I'm eating more quickly that perhaps I ought to, it's because I'm extremely hungry.
No one's buying that.
Well, it's true, though.
So Garion, the props that you wanted to give out.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say, I guess, exactly what these numbers are because they're at a site that should not be named. But
Where you work?
yeah, where I work. But they're plus money. I like Ramadre over 40 rushing yards. Just
Oh,
looking
I
for-
actually, the only one I had written down was Ramondre higher than 32.5 rushing yards.
There you go. So something, find a line in that range. I mean, Buffalo just can't defend the run. Ramondre is still getting a majority of those snaps. I also like Shakir over 50 receiving yards.
Every time I bet Shakir overs, he has 8 yards.
That
Every
is
time.
the worry. But I mean, again, the Patriots are just getting gashed. I think the thing about Shakir is he just catches every target. So he doesn't need like 6 targets to do this. He really could do it in 4 or 5, which is probably only what he's going to get because they really don't, feed one singular receiver in Buffalo. But yeah, those are kind of the two leans. I would also, I'm sort of like flirting with an Antonio Gibson anytime touchdown. You can find that mostly around like plus 500, plus 700, that range.
Yeah, that's probably a bit aggressive for the underdog entry that we're filling in. How about Drake May higher than 30.5 rushing yards?
I like it.
Yeah.
You need it in fantasy, don't you?
Honestly, at this point, we're just trying to accumulate points.
So that pays 8.5 to 1.
All right.
With a 30% boost that's available to everyone right now. I will dump that link in the chat if anyone wants to go on about
Hands
it.
are all purple, like I'm Grimace over here.
You do have big Grimace vibes,
Yeah.
especially with that red Marty McFly vest and a pink polo on underneath. It's quite the color clash. I did not, it was so dark in the room all day, I didn't notice what color shirt you were wearing.
I didn't know what color shirt I was wearing earlier today either.
That's true. We logged in because we do the Red Zone stream. But when I brought up the screen, it just started replaying last week's, but Tim thought it was us live at the time. He's like, I don't remember wearing that shirt. It's like, you're sitting there clearly not wearing that shirt.
Yeah, it was a moment.
All right. Let's get some spreads. Jared? Yeah. Thursday Night Football is what?
Giants, Eagles.
At Philly?
No, Gotham, I think.
Tim, you got to pick up your mic.
I can't
Very
hold my mic and the board and write at the same
You
time.
just leave it on the ground.
No, no.
Throw it on the ground.
And no one can hear you talk.
Immediately starts talking again.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, rock and roll. We have Thursday night, Eagles at Giants.
Eagles at Giants, both coming off of a loss. Do you think this was a good loss for the Eagles, Garion? Because they looked really good in the first half. They threw all over an excellent defense. And just for whatever reason, for 2 quarters at a time, their offense just completely disappears.
I mean, they're kind of in like Chiefs mode from the last couple seasons now, wouldn't you think? Like, they don't really care. They're just sort of experimenting. I don't really take anything, especially in September, October. Like, I wouldn't take anything Eagles do overly seriously. It kind of just feels like they're sleepwalking through these games.
So the chat has been asking for the past few weeks why you don't have a mic stand like I do. Would you like to answer that question?
I will speak into it.
Tim has a mic in front of him and just starts talking over here for no reason.
I'm bad
Or
as it
over
is.
here for no reason.
I'm bad as it is with the handheld mic. I'd be even more awful with the multi-directional.
We need to have him with the mic in his hand because he remembers to talk into it when it's in his hand. You can all guess along. We're going to do some vamping here so you can guess along in the chat with us. You do need to be a sub to Mayo Media Network on YouTube. Additionally, you need to smash the like button. You don't actually do, but you can just help us out while you're here. That really does help out. No, there is a new show coming out tomorrow on the feed, by the way. It's not Monday Night Football or Golf Picks. I did a big interview with Michael Kim. That will be coming out tomorrow, probably right around 10 a.m. Eastern. If you're looking for some new content, then obviously we have the double dose of Tuesdays with
That's right.
me, you, and Jeff, and Seeley and Ian Harditz. Bring Ian onto the ranking show. Garion has been excellent. He just ribs Jake. It's fantastic.
The clips I've seen are quite funny. I've enjoyed them.
So you get to guess Philly at the Giants first. Tim and I have locked in our picks.
I'm going to say Eagles 9.5.
I said 7.5.
I said 7.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Cust already up 2-0.
Well done.
I thought about 7, and I was like, my flaw in this game usually is I'm not
I
aggressive.
actually
enough.
wrote 6 to go 6.5 and erased it to go 7.
I mean, I initially thought 8.5, then I was like 9.5. I was like, Philly did just lose. Although, granted,
Yeah.
the Giants did just lose to the Saints.
I think that's too short of a spread still.
You think so?
Yeah.
See, someone said, just get poor Tim a mic stand. We can't do it. You've seen him on the show with a mic stand before. It doesn't work.
I can't be trusted.
Somebody recommended one of those old-fashioned Bluetooth headsets.
Oh my God. What is he going to be up here like he's a member, like the 6th member of the fucking Backstreet Boys?
I was gonna call Britney Spears. There's a certain era.
You really have to get, like, I mean, A, it'll look like he's playing Dungeons and Dragons or whatever the fuck people play on their computers in their basement.
Mm-hmm.
B, the mic quality of those mics is not very good. Because remember, we got them for President's Cup.
Yes.
And then we just had to scrap them and go back
Yeah.
to handhelds because they
Could
sucked.
the quality be not as good as not talking into it?
It's about like the same. Hey, listen, I have 4 of them at my house that I just bought and then we never used again. Maybe they'll be better for like in the room when we're doing stuff because I bought them for the Cut Sweats live show. It never really worked out all that well. Next game
We got Broncos at Jets
in London.
in London.
All right. Well, should I take the lesson that I was just given?
Well, you got to wait for us to make our picks first.
Right.
Let's see.
I was just vamping. I was vamping to myself.
You're vamping, like, and we've already talked about Denver and the Jets
have.
already. I could see Denver doing something stupid in this game, almost just like the Cardinals did with Tennessee.
Maybe.
Just play off their back. But Brees Hall looked good in that game when he's not fumbling.
He has looked good every week.
Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall have both looked really good.
They're the redeeming qualities of the team.
Unfortunately, they're the only two
Yeah,
good.
Sauce got burnt on
I
a
say, you know who's
terrible
bad?
play against Pickens today.
Not only did he get burned on that play, he probably pass interfered with Pickens 26 times before still getting burned in the end zone.
That was a rough one.
All right, I'm good. Garion?
All right, so neutral site. I'm just gonna. Oh, well, I saw both of those, but I'll say 7.
Oh, I said 6.5.
I said 6.5.
7.5.
Garion with the win. Although they have blown. Actually, have the Broncos blown anyone out yet?
No.
They just beat.
Cincinnati.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess, and this is like a level of team, so maybe that is actually pretty decent for the spread. Although it's a home game for the Jets playing in Woody Johnson's homeland of Britain. They play there every year. They're very easy, very comfortable over in London. Next game, the main slate on Sunday, Jared.
Yeah, Chargers at Dolphins.
Oh, Garion.
You're in.
Fun game.
Man, there's gonna be so many people building just a road teaser.
Could be a Gary and Jeff watch along.
I tried to do a home teaser. I forgot I lost that too. Fuck me. I had an Indy, Arizona teaser. I just remembered.
Maybe you need a jack-o'-lantern Whopper.
Maybe I do. Better than the cauliflowered rice I'm going to eat when I get home. Get a Whopper, a 1,100 calorie Whopper instead.
Well, I haven't eaten all day.
I just that's why you're saving it up. All right, I have my pick locked in.
Me too.
Marion Hampton might not play in this game. He left for whatever reason. Stop looking at my picks.
I've already made my
I
pick.
don't
Who
care.
cares what
Just
you
quit
have?
looking at my picks.
My pen's down.
Don't look at my picks.
I've already made my pick.
Don't look at don't look at the
We're
picks,
quite a
Tim.
ways apart by the looks of it.
Cheater.
Yeah.
I'm
All
just
right.
gonna stay in the same realm here. I'll say 7.5.
What'd you say?
I said 3 and
I said 6.
5.5.
So it's me.
Far too
The
much. respect.
Dolphins. They just lost to Carolina.
I know the Chargers
Way
just
too much
lost at
respect.
home to
You
the
you said
Commanders.
they were the best team in the AFC. And you said that the Dolphins were the worst.
All right, fair enough.
Next game.
Browns at Steelers.
Oh, I can't wait to overrate the Browns again. Browns -6? That the answer? I don't think any spread has been this all year, but I'm going to guess it anyway. Coming off a bye,
Stop immediately showing it.
I'm sorry, Garion.
he's got too much going on with writing, and he has to hold
Yeah,
it
the mic.
upright, and then picking his mic back up. It's a difficult spot for him to be in.
I'm gonna say Steelers by 4.5.
I got 4.
I have 3.5.
Garion, bang on. 4.5.
4.5.
Well done.
Garion jumps out to the lead, 3-2 to 1. Pittsburgh, I guess, off the bye, they probably get an extra point, half
I
point.
guess so.
Yeah.
And the Browns coming back from jolly old London.
Yeah, I like the Browns here.
I actually thought that Dylan Gabriel was competent today.
All they need.
You really can't ask him to go do much for you, except for like, don't turn the ball over. I actually thought him having like this,
He's
even
also a rookie, so like
his first ever start, sure, but just him having like a modicum of mobility.
Yeah.
Just it lent itself to it throws off the defense just enough that Judkins can just even Ford was running the ball really well today.
yeah, maybe they should have started him to start the year.
I don't know if
100-year-old Joe Flacco.
I don't know if either of a 3rd round rookie and a 5th round rookie. I just don't think those guys are ready to play.
Maybe not. That's fair. But that's what training camp and OTAs and stuff is for.
Yeah,
Get you ready.
but when
And
you're not the high, even like none of even the 1st round, like Cam Ward doesn't look ready to play,
No, but like
and he's like he's the higher skilled than all of these guys.
that's fair.
Next game.
Cowboys at Panthers.
Oh, the mighty Panthers.
Dallas ended up going off as an underdog today. Once they announced the four O linemen out, they flipped from 1.5 Dallas to 1.5 Jets.
Defense looked great.
Defense is locked down. The Panthers will have no problem in this game getting down like, I don't know, 27-9 and then storming back to try to cover this, whatever spread Garion guesses. What do you guess, Garion?
Also a Rico Dowdle revenge game.
Oh, yeah. No Hubbard probably again next week.
I'll go Cowboys 3.5.
I said 2.5.
I also said 3.5.
3.
3. We split it all. I was initially going to guess way higher, but the fact that they were 1.5 against the Jets today, although their offense looks really good.
Yeah, I agree.
And Dallas probably is the side there. I don't know if Carolina can put up points. Like, what's the maximum amount of points you think Carolina can put up in a game? 24?
Well, what did they score today? 27?
They scored 27 today?
No.
That doesn't count. It's the Dolphins.
Yeah, who's a worse defense, Dallas or Miami?
Oh, Miami.
Trick question. It's Baltimore.
It is Baltimore.
Yeah.
This is an ultimate
There
trap.
was a play today. We'll get to the Ravens when we get to them. Hold on. Well, I'll save my point about Baltimore when we get to them.
That Lamar's clearly the MVP.
No. I have a point about Baltimore, but we'll get there.
All right, next game, Jared.
Cardinals at Colts.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. The Cardinals will win this game
it's a
outright
Mercado
somehow
Mitchell
now.
Bowl.
First one to not drop a touchdown wins?
Yeah. At Colts, right?
It's at Colts.
Okay.
Yeah, the Colts. 1 sec. Fuck it. I'm off by a point. I know it. Go ahead, Garion.
I think I'm high, but Colts by 6.
I got 6.5.
I have 4.5.
Oh, 4.5.
Really? It's
Well
only
done.
4.5?
Yeah, I was tempted. I erased 3.5 and made it 4.5. I was tempted to go the other way, even less.
Gotta like the Colts there early days.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to, unless everyone's just like the Sharps really love the Cardinals this week.
I
But
like the Arizona on the road in a dome.
Arizona couldn't beat Tennessee at home
Yeah, I know.
in a dome.
I know.
Indy has made what I guess it depends on what you
The
think.
books don't trust the Colts yet.
They don't. But should anyone trust Arizona?
No.
I
I'm
guess is
not saying
my
I would
question.
play the game. I'm just saying I don't trust either of these teams. I trust Arizona less, but I think there's.
Indy has made a cleaning so far this year and beating up on shitty teams.
Yeah, but I don't think Arizona's that bad.
Are they that? Is there that much of a difference between Arizona and Vegas?
I think so, actually, demonstrably.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Garion?
Arizona's like right in the middle.
Yeah, I would say Vegas is worse.
Like Vegas is one of the worst teams. Arizona's like between 14 and 18, wherever you
I
line
don't
up
know
slot.
if they're that high, but
Yeah,
I would
right around there.
Arizona's in the lower third of the league for me, but like Vegas is towards the absolute bottom.
Oh, Colts are early lean for super lock for me, which is now 0-4 to start the year. So that's fantastic news. Fucking Cardinals. Fucking Cardinals.
We were just talking about that.
Next game. Fucking hate them.
Seahawks at Jags.
Oh, okay.
Tricky.
Especially because we don't know what the Jags are going to do on
Yeah.
Monday night. A win against the Chiefs, I think not flips the line, but it gives them like a point or two more.
Okay, I got my spread.
Yeah.
All right, I got mine. Go ahead, Garion.
I feel pretty good about this. Just a pretty basic Jaguars by 2.5.
I got Seattle by 1.5.
I have Jacksonville by 1.5.
Jacksonville 1.5.
1.5. It was 1.5 either way.
Jags have to be favored in the game.
They don't have to be
I
favored.
think they do.
Do you think that they close as favorites?
Yeah, I think they do.
No,
Why
I
did
think if they lose, this
Depends on what they do on Monday.
Yeah.
I expect them to play very close tomorrow night, too. So
So you get that dead on? You're up to 7, blowing us all out this week.
you can thank the jack-o'-lantern.
The jack-o'-lantern gave you powers. The Jags are
Brain
favored.
food.
It's really weird that the books seem to give the Jags credit, but they don't give Indy any credit.
Jags have more
Yeah.
names.
The Indy has looked 20 times better than
Just-
the Jags have.
I know, but they haven't played each other yet, right?
No, they haven't. But just like again,
Yeah,
in,
but
in the
part of
games
this
that they've
game-
played,
Part of this game is being able, I think it's why I do better than you do sometimes, is you got to diagnose what they think, not what you think. Like the books think the Colts are worse than the Jaguars. So you just got to go with it.
yeah, but it's not so much that what they think too; it's what they can get people to bet.
Yeah,
on.
I think
and
they
people,
are-
and people have actively been avoiding the Colts because they don't believe in the Colts.
As a
but why? But the flip side of my question is, why does anyone believe in the fucking Jags?
You just got to think like the everyman. And the everyman still likes Jacksonville
Why though? Why would anyone?
because they have names. They have Lawrence. They have Etienne.
But Lawrence isn't
They have
good.
Brian Thomas, who's on everybody's fantasy team.
Who sucks?
But it doesn't matter. They're still going to the well with them.
Fake
Hey.
Josh Allen. Yeah,
The good Josh Allen. I tease.
some people are saying. Rams at Ravens.
Oh.
You can do your Ravens rant now. I'm assuming this is no. I don't think Lamar is playing.
Yeah,
The
I
most
think they're factoring in
disgraceful
Lamar.
moment of the day. Maybe second to Demarcado, but maybe first.
With Spencer Rattler?
There was a play in the Baltimore game where Stroud broke contain and ran down the sidelines, and Baltimore didn't try to tackle him. They jogged in his direction, and maybe one person put an arm out in a feeble attempt. It was like they had totally quit on the play. And I was like, oh, that's the first moment I was like, oh my goodness, Harbaugh could really be done here. This team is checking out. That was a disgraceful moment. And if someone hadn't fumbled the ball celebrating going across the goal line, it probably would have been worst moment of the day.
No, worst moment of the day was Spencer Rattler throwing a ball that got tipped and that he caught, and then he tried to throw it again.
Again, you're both wrong. It's the flip into the own end zone. It's the touchdown. The Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals, the second throw it.
Well,
that's just a fluke play.
Yeah,
he slapped it into his own end zone.
Eight separate guys tried to touch that ball.
That's just a mad scramble of people who aren't used to touching the ball, and just weird things happen there. That's not disgraceful. That's just unfortunate that people panicked. All right, I got my pick.
All right, I'm in too. Go ahead, Garion.
I think I'm overreacting, or I don't even know. I think I'm properly reacting. I don't know if the books will be this fast to just completely bury the Ravens, but I'll say Rams by 4.5.
That's what I got.
I have 6.
7.
All right.
Makes sense.
Cooper Rush looked bad.
Yeah, this Baltimore team is unplayable if they don't have Lamar.
I was going to say 6.5, and I just felt, I don't know. It just felt like the books wouldn't give up that fast. But yeah, they looked awful. There's no redeeming
It was a
quality.
huge number today against the Texans.
Extra rest for the Rams too.
Yeah.
Coming off a devastating loss.
Tough loss.
And that's obviously a non-Lamar line, one would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Lamar is playing in that game, that's probably Ravens by 2.5.
You think? I think it's like a pick.
If Lamar, if they weren't missing 8 guys on defense,
Yeah,
if they had their team, they would be favored in the game.
Worth 7 points. So,
But they didn't look that
But
good when
it's
he was
not
healthy.
just Lamar who's out.
no, it's not. But bringing him back, he's probably worth around 7 points. So it'd be like Ravens -1, maybe a pick 'em.
If it was 7 points, it'd be 2.5, wouldn't it?
It was 6 points.
Oh,
I
6
got
points. Yeah, I keep thinking it's what I picked.
No,
It wasn't.
It's what I picked. 6.
Next game.
49ers at Bucks.
Pearsall, Kittle, and Jennings may be back for the 49ers. That's the early word, but it looks like Brock Purdy is not going to be playing in this game. We might get a gimped up Mac Jones again in this spot. Tampa just loves a good comeback win. It's their entire bag, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going with this.
There's no possible way they let Mac Jones be a favorite on the road. It just can't happen.
I want to increase this by a point. No, I'm going to stick with this. I feel like I'm a point low.
I think I'm a half point high.
Go ahead, Garion.
I'm just gonna go with a pretty standard Bucks -3.
I got Bucks 2.5.
I have 2.5.
I think
Boy,
it's 3.
Garion.
It's 3?
Well done.
I was going to bump it to 3.5.
I was gonna go to 2.
Would have been wrong anyway. I'm getting worked this week. Off by half points a bunch of times.
What's the score right now? How much is Tim up by?
It is 8-6-2.
Oh, so, all right, Garion.
Garion's live in this.
Chance, mate.
I am the
I only won
absolute.
this once last season, so this would be great.
You didn't win once last season?
I think I won one time last season.
Go ahead, Jared.
All right. Titans at Raiders. Main screen game.
Now we'll see who the team
Yeah.
is.
Huh.
Man, the Raiders looked awful. Did you what happened to Geno? Geno wasn't incompetent last year.
No, they don't have an offensive line, as you know, and there's no chance.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to go with here.
All right, go ahead, Garion.
Doesn't feel great, but I'll just say Raiders by 3.5.
I got 5.5.
I have 3.
Well done, Pat. 5.5 on the nose.
It's just too many points.
It feels like too many points, but
I didn't think the Raiders would get that kind of respect, or the Titans would with that win. I thought they might get a little bit more respect
why would anyone give the Titans credit for that?
because they're playing against.
They didn't do anything.
Playing against the Raiders, who were the worst team of football.
Sure, but they were just 8.5 point dogs on the road in Arizona. Vegas is terrible. Tennessee can't score unless the other team actively scores for them.
There'd be a lot more of a penalty against the Raiders. Okay.
All right.
You're right, though. It is interesting that they don't respect the Colts as much as you would think, but then they respect the Raiders coming off a 34-point loss like that.
Yeah.
I played it more to the effect of no one respects Tennessee. Like
Yeah,
they got their first cover of the season.
It's obviously true.
in the stupidest way possible.
It's obviously true.
Is Tennessee's defense any good?
Not really, no.
If Geno doesn't throw any picks, then
Even if he throws picks in this game, they're probably fine. The one thing that the Raiders do have, I mean, it didn't really show it today against Jonathan Taylor, but generally speaking, they have a pretty good run defense, and all Tennessee really wants to try to do is run the ball.
That's
was
fair.
Tajay Spears any good today?
You know what? I didn't focus enough on that game
Yes, fair enough.
to notice if Tajay Spears did anything. I can effort that for you, though. Let's see here. What did Tajay Spears do in the Titans' thrilling 22-21 victory in Arizona? Tajay Spears had 4 carries for 14 yards and no catches. Quality return to the lineup.
Below average. All right. Bengals at Packers.
Ooh.
Packers off of a bye. And I mean, technically, the Bengals have been on bye for 3 weeks. Although Jamar Chase finally did something fantasy-wise.
Yeah, that was nice.
Good call by Jake.
Wasn't it
Jake said, like, if you want to get rid of Jamar Chase, wait for this week when they're playing catch-up mode against the Lions, who are down their top 2 corners. That's probably the time to do it.
Lions got a safety in that game, too, at the end.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Good for them. They had a safety earlier. Oh,
They didn't get it, but this time they got Jake
that got called back, didn't it? You know what? I'm going to increase this. Fuck it. All right, Garion, go ahead.
I'm going Packers 13.5.
I got 12.5.
I also have 13.5.
14.5.
40. Oh, 2 touchdowns. Cust remains 2 up on Garion, 9-7 to 4. I think I'm running out of games here. I need to run the table soon. 14.5. That's the biggest number of the year. That's bigger than this Buffalo.
No,
and Saints
Buffalo was
game.
15.
When we
When we did it on the show, it was 50 or 14.5 or 15. It was north of 2 touchdowns.
I believe that closed at like 12.5 or 13.
Oh, it could have been fair enough, but it was north of 2 touchdowns then.
Okay.
Was Dolphins and Bills not like well over 2 touchdowns?
No, I don't think it was.
I think it was 11.
yeah, it was a divisional game. It was tighter.
Yeah, short week divisional game.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because the losers covered. That is true.
All right. We got 4 games left, Pat, for you to catch up.
Okay.
We got Patriots at Saints.
Unfair for Patriots. They had to play the later game this week. Ooh. I didn't even know who was favored in this stupid game. All right.
I'll say Pats by 3.5.
I got Pats by 1.5.
Also, Patriots by 3.5.
3.
3?
I can't catch Tim if we keep guessing the same thing.
That is correct.
See, that's why we changed the rules to this. Because you could always just prices right people.
That is true.
There's 2 Monday night games this week, I know.
There's 2 Monday night games?
Yeah.
That they're not the overlapping ones?
Don't know. I think
Not
There's
sure. This
one more
doesn't
like
come at the times.
7-10 left
There's-
on the slate.
there's
I'm
one
not sure.
more split and there's one more overlap.
Let me see.
Well, where's the late
They
game?
are not over. Well, they are overlapping, but they don't start at the same.
Yeah, but like are they an hour apart? Or are they
Yes,
4
hour
hours? So
apart.
this is the overlap. The next one is not.
7:15, 8:15.
Much prefer the overlap.
Agreed completely.
All right. Sunday night football. Lions at Chiefs. Probably the best Sunday night game we've had so far this year.
Hot start to our Ramondre Stevenson. 1 carry, -2 yards, Garion.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make a guess. I might have the wrong team favored here, now that I think about it.
Lions by 2.
I got KC by 1.5.
Chiefs by 2.
1.5, sir.
Yeah, here we go.
He's back.
And it's Kansas City, not Detroit, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Chiefs weren't going to be home underdogs.
I mean, they were home underdogs and didn't cover against the Eagles.
Yeah.
That happened.
The Lions were underdogs against the Ravens.
Oh, I will be betting the Lions as underdogs. I'll
And
say that.
last year in Buffalo too, I think, or against Buffalo at home. I think they were underdogs as well
Oh, they were, weren't they? And they lost the game.
on that Josh Allen run that
Yeah.
they keep showing on the NFL Network.
So we got 2 Monday night games to get through here.
yeah, Bills at Falcons.
Oh, this is a.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Can I super lock in the Falcons right now? This is a classic Atlanta cover spot. And be like they'll either win the game outright or be wildly uncompetitive yet somehow cover. Oh, anyway, I wrote down Atlanta. Atlanta's not favored in this game. Buffalo by Buffalo gets a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Fucking sucks. Yeah, let's give him an A. I'm just might not be high enough. Go ahead, Garion.
I'll say Buffalo by 6.5.
I got 8.5.
5.5.
5.5.
Really?
How did
and
you
I thought
know?
that was high actually as I was writing it. I was like, the Cardinals or sorry, the Falcons have to be the right side here, and the Falcons coming off a bye. Buffalo's playing Sunday night. It's at Atlanta. Seems like it'll be a very close game, but I feel like you couldn't make it what I think it should be, which is 4.5. I figure you had to bump it a point. So
Big Bijan spot.
should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be.
Unlike Ramondre.
So am I clinched?
I believe so. Yeah, you have 12. Yeah, there's one game left. Yes, you cannot be caught.
Nice.
We're still guessing the last game.
That's shocking, Tim. Putting the microphone down is crazy. Bears at Commanders.
And I'm going to get this one correct to end it, so that's fantastic stuff. If the Bengals played the Jets on a neutral site right now, what would be the line?
Jets by 1.5 points.
I think the Bengals would be favored.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I guess after today, but
Maybe.
the fact that Jets were favored today is still kind of insane.
So Chicago at Washington. Garion, what's your guess?
Commanders 4.5.
I got 3.5.
5.
5.5.
5.5. With the, it's funny that they're giving Atlanta credit for coming off a bye week, but no credit to Chicago coming off.
Washington
a bye
had an excellent win today on the road in LA. That's an excellent win.
Yeah, you think maybe they get McLaurin back too? He was practicing towards the end of last
Those are
week.
2 good Monday night games.
week. Those are, yeah.
Was that Hail Mary in Washington last
Yes,
year or
I
in
believe
Chicago?
It was, yeah. Revenge game for the Bears.
Yeah.
That really derailed the Bears' entire season.
Yeah,
You win
Congrats,
the week
Tim. You dominated.
And you got a Jack-o'-lantern Whopper.
Which was better than I thought it was going
You
to be.
gave it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's more than just a little
give
bit.
it a 9.1.
yeah. You give the
9.1.
ice cream 9.5.
Oh, I guess I was wrong on that guess.
Give it a
of the line, too.
9.1. The ice cream I gave a 9.5.
Oh.
The overall meal 9.1.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for coming back, Gary. You're out next week.
Off next week, but yeah, I'll be back.
We'll have to find an American guest who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's Thanksgiving next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be here. Maybe we'll cancel next week. Not.
No. We're here for you, the viewers.
I'm here to get away from my family and watch football. I'll see what's happening.
Should almost eat that Tim Hortons Thanksgiving stack
Well,
sandwich.
you're going to be. Did you hear our new? I don't know if you listened to the spread show this week, Garion, but we're doing McDonald's breaks on the show now because Monopoly's
okay.
back. So Tim's going to be live ripping stickers on air.
Like how many per
As many,
episode?
I told him to save whatever he's got throughout the week.
There won't be as many on Tuesday because it starts on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you'll have like 8 coffees.
I'll have actually, it would be embarrassing if I brought in a lot.
Well, listen, we'll get McDonald's coffee in the morning, so you'll have at least 4. And we'll see if we can fill out a game board for you. Someone asked in the chat if you have any strategy going into this year for McDonald's Monopoly, because obviously it is starting in America a day early.
It's the same as usual. If you're going to play and you're serious about playing, start right away. Don't let any time waste. Breakfast is plus EV. The hash browns are the plus EV play. They're the cheapest purchase on the board, and you get your stickers.
Who's not scoring in the Monday night game? Kansas City and Jacksonville, in case you forgot.
Oh, Brian Thomas.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't score a ton of
No,
touchdowns.
he doesn't score, so why would he
that
score?
makes sense. Gary, and you're posting props and MLB plays still over at DK Nation?
Yeah. Yep. A lot of first touchdown stuff, and then I got MLB covered. If anyone,
We'll be
I had a
into the
real good MLB week last week.
We'll be into the thick of what, game 4 or 5 of the ALCS next time we talk in 2 weeks?
Yeah. I would think so. Yeah, championship series at that point.
What Tim was wondering about tickets to these games. I mean, if you don't mind sharing, like it looked like you had pretty good seats yesterday.
I got a hookup from a guy I know who works with the team. But I did check, and 500s were going for $200 a piece on like off sites.
So on a secondary market, they're only going for $200.
Yeah.
So it's not that expensive.
Okay.
You can go.
I'm not going to go.
You should go.
I'm not
fly,
gonna-
fly
we're
up.
gonna fly in.
No, absolutely.
Tim, we can go to a game together. It'll be fun.
You think so? You like scoring games? Because I have to score a game when I'm there.
I don't hate scoring games.
When was the last time you were at a baseball game?
I think the last time I was with Eric and Garion was the last time I was at a Blue
Oh
Jays
my
game.
God.
Remember that? I mean, I hadn't been to Toronto
Forever. Yeah.
before June, like in years, and I went to visit you before the birth of your first child, and that was in like November. So before that, I hadn't been to Toronto in like 7 years. So yeah, it was when you and Eric and I went to the ballpark. I'm pretty sure.
Did you score it that day?
I did.
Yeah. That would have been so funny, him scoring a game in that box if he'd gotten to go.
I mean, he could have got to go. We just showed up late with our playing.
Yeah.
Couldn't go. Anyway, thank you to everyone who's watching. Rate and review the audio podcast on Spotify and Apple. I got Michael Kim tomorrow. He reflects on his win over in France. You know, being high enough in the world to not have to like sweat out the Masters, being in all the signature events, shady accountant. Jared, we did a lot of talk with Michael Kim. He was fun.
It was very good. Yeah, Michael Kim, he loosens up the more you get into it too. Good guy.
Yeah, like halfway through the show, like we just kind of just start joking around. Yeah. And you get some like inside info on the PGA Tour. It's great stuff.
Can I make one last point?
Sure.
Emerson wants you to know, Garion, he misses holding you in his arms.
Oh, that's nice.
Did he text you?
I saw it's a tweet. And
Nah, he
tagged
tweeted the account.
He-
Love
he
you.
is- He has been at Pinehurst. He was at the Ryder Cup all last week. He's been filming at Pinehurst all this week.
That's the life.
And he got to play Pinehurst. I know it's a little bit later in the season. I would have much preferred to play it in October than when I played it in the very beginning or the very late February last
March,
year. Yeah, it was a bit cold then. Never, if you go to Pinehurst, don't play the Cradle. What a fucking horseshit piece of shit that is.
Okay.
It's like when we went to Cabot and played the fucking Nest.
Yeah,
These like dinky par threes suck. They're awful. They're for like if you are so drunk you can't stand up, you can go play it.
Or for like people who go with their families and their kids don't play golf. So this is something you could do for the afternoon.
Yeah. Well, it's not something you can do for the afternoon. It takes like 20 minutes.
Well,
to
if you
play.
have little kids, it may take a couple hours to play. Like
It will take 20 minutes to play.
Okay.
They had the record of how fast, like the record at the Cradle of how fast someone played it. I think it was 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
Fair enough.
It's not very big.
It would be longer at the
Yes,
the
I
Nest.
believe the Nest is 10 holes
Yeah.
as well. Just those par threes just bother me. I
fair.
don't like it. Hopefully Mac Hollins will end up scoring a touchdown here because there is no scoring in the game so far. So fingers crossed on Mac Hollins trying to get some of my Arizona money back today. That would be fantastic. I hope you didn't lose all your money on Arizona like I did. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow.